Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Dukes offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Duke just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Under fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got room to work. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Dukes have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. There's the pressure. Finds us back in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal?
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great.
Touchdown, James Madison! And they have the first points of the game.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the App State Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. And And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. Touchdown, App State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's got the back in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Dukes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman, gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to...
There he goes! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going with the ground game left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dukes! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
James Madison, 14, App State.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Flips it out to the back. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. Balls in the deep ball. That's a touch. Saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Running it to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Plucks it out of the air. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And back to the air on second down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Finds space on the right. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Roberts. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Thrust that arm out. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll keep it on the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, James Madison. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down. So that's a kick in the gut, and all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To the air. It's Barnett. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here.
Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Roberts. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Pulls it in. It's Dozier. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Mountaineers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown.
Nice.
Is he in coverage?
The offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Starting to feel a little pressure. Another incompletion on third down. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second down, he'll throw it.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Got his man downfield. He's running free down the middle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the Dukes want to move quickly. The give on the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A gut punch to this defense and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. It's complete. He steps out right.